Boys and girls, this could be the final Endrick video because it's transfer deadline day. He has a release clause and Manchester United are amongst the many clubs sniffing around him. We just have to hold on to him to the end of this deadline day. If we can, we'll get through to the summer and we should then be able to give him a new contract with no clause. We've done that with other players, but we can't offer him a new contract now because of the stupid promise that's been hanging over our head for a year and a half. So this could be a really short video. I hope he doesn't go. So the Endrick situation, as explained on the intro, he has this £91 million release clause for clubs in the Champions League. So we only need to be afraid of clubs in the Champions League. So Southampton, bless your cotton socks, not worried about you. However, Chelsea, I assume, are in the Champions League. Chelsea are in the Champions League. Manchester United are not in the Champions League. I assumed that Man United finished 10th last year. Man United, there's no fear with Manchester United. He's not going there. It is only Chelsea. The problem, unless the board accept an offer out from under me, but I don't think they will because our balance is looking quite good. So it's only Chelsea we need to worry about. Let's see the situation at Chelsea. What have they got? Sir Mason Mount as their captain. Who are Chelsea's current strikers? Do they need him? Lukaku and Havertz. So in answer to that question, absolutely they do. Because they don't really have... I mean, they've got Lukaku, obviously, who is a striker. That's interesting. I've never noticed the AI resting players before. Oh, no, needs a rest. Okay, I thought the AI was actually being proactive, but no, there's players who need a rest that still aren't being rested. But Chelsea need a striker. He's the ideal player for Chelsea. Lukaku's 33 and Lukaku. Kai Havertz, as you heard me say a gazillion times during the beta on YouTube, Kai Havertz is not a striker. So they absolutely need him. Not only do they need him, they could bring him in and play him straight away. So that's a bit scary. Can they afford him? How have they been spending lately? Oh, God. Oh, they've got money. So that's that side of the problem. The other bit is this release clause will go away in the summer because we had the same thing with Dewey, but because we're now a bigger club, we're in the knockout rounds of the Europa League. We're probably going to qualify for Europe again this year. We're able to get rid of these clauses now. We got rid of Dewey's clause, but we can't do it with Endrick because Endrick won't sign a new contract until he's confirmed we've improved the training facilities. We have improved them. Not only have we improved them, he's acknowledging we've improved them. He's pleased with the improvements to the club's training facilities. He knows they've happened. However, when we go and try and discuss a contract with him, he's still going to wait 113 days until the end of his initial promise. So we can't offer Endrick a new contract until the end of the season, which means we can't get rid of the clause until the end of the season, which means if Chelsea, and only Chelsea at the moment of the clubs who are interested, if Chelsea offer £91 million for him today, he will go. And there's nothing we can do to stop that from happening. Let's just hit continue a few times, I guess. Oh, God, I forgot I was trying to... Why am I trying to sign Oliver Skip? I love it when Past Kev leaves a little surprise for me. It's like wandering into the living room in the morning and Dave's just done a little turd in the night. Yeah, you weren't expecting it, but it doesn't surprise you when you see it. Oliver Skip is that turd. Do I want him? Oh, going for Oliver Skip. I don't know if we can afford his salary. We're not paying him that. So it's probably going to fall through now anyway. Well, you're not going to play centre mid. I don't want to do any promises. Let's get rid of all this. He also wants me to strengthen the midfield. I'm literally, Oliver, in two minds about whether to bring you in or not, 'cause I'm not sure we need you. If we bring you, we absolutely don't need to strengthen the midfield any further. Oh, God, we can actually give him a... Well, I need to see the books. Show me the bank statements. So what I don't want to do is bring him in and put us into the kind of financial pickle that leads us to sell Endrick when we don't need to. Oh, who's our highest earner at the moment? How are we paying him 92 grand? Well, in that case, we've already, I mean, balls to your budgets. We've already ruined him. We may as well just give Oliver Skip whatever he wants. There you go. Oh, he doesn't, I mean, there we go. Oliver Skip's going to be a Peterborough player. Here we go. Right, Oliver Skip is a Peterborough player, everybody. What a time to be alive. And now Villagra's upset. Well, I'm not surprised. We've just replaced you with the guy who, one of the guys who meant you never got a game at Spurs. So I can understand you being a little bit miffed, but you are done. You're also injured for the rest of the season. I don't really know what you're moaning about because you've got a broken ankle. Yeah, we've signed a player to play in your position because you're injured for the rest of the season. You nut muffin. Oh, God, there's a transfer. There is a transfer, everybody. Brace yourselves. Oh, it's only for Wallacott. Okay. But I'm not afraid of you, Football Manager. What's the word? Bring me your worst, Football Manager. What do you think you can do to me? I ain't afraid of you. Endrick's going nowhere. You cowards. You won't even make an offer. You cowards. See? Nothing. Cowards. Oh, my word. Etienne Green going nowhere. Micah Beerith to Lazio. Now, that's an interesting one. Because he does want to go out on loan. And that's a really good move for him. And we've only started him twice. Beerith is pretty much done. If they pay all of his salary and cover what we paid for him with the future fee, which was what? So we want 10 million. So this needs to go up to like 8.5. Does it? 9.5. So that is locked in. And they're locked in. So they don't want him. If it had worked for us, we'd have let him go. Hold on. Ryan Gravenberch has gone to Southampton for 21 million on the same day we spent 26 million on Oliver Skip. Well, onions is what I've got to say to that. Big stinky onions. I will hydrate. He's so much better than Skip. It's not even close. Oh, the deadline's closed. We kept Endrick. Hooray! We did the double whammy. We kept Endrick and signed Oliver Skip. Let's ignore any other transfers that may or may not have gone on. We just won deadline day. Micah Beerith is unhappy the promise wasn't kept. Well, you know what? No one offered enough money. I think I'm the sort of player who would easily garner plenty of interest. Well, you didn't. It doesn't really matter what you think. you didn't. I'm going to have to let it go if that's the case. I've got plenty of players who actually want to be here. Yeah, leave then. But yeah, the important thing now that we've kept Endrick, is win the Europa League to get into the Champions League next year and then get him tied down for another contract. If we can get him a contract with no release clause, I believe we will we'll win the Champions League with this team. There's some weird numbers in this team. Ugh. Who has a number 81? Oh, big turnout for the big knockout game then. I remember this lot from before now. Why is Giroud lying on the floor being handsome? And there we've scored a football goal, everybody. Good old Michael. That's an 85 million goal right there. An 85 million pound goal. And their fans aren't really arrogant. Michael's in again. Rabiot with the assist, is it? I told you. He's the man. Player at a tournament. Oh dear, it's come from Australia giving the ball away, has it? Silly gooses. Am I finally breaking the playoff duck? I don't think this counts as a playoff. I refuse to acknowledge this as a playoff. This is just a knockout round of the Europa League. And anyone who calls it anything different is insane. It might well be called a playoff. That doesn't mean it is a playoff. Everyone knows what the playoffs actually are, and this is not them. We just put, I signed Messi for Peterborough. There you go, good boy. What do you take me for? I don't know. Sometimes. Right, we're playing Forest. Forest are below us, so we should beat them. Let's go beat them. So it's down a little bit on what we'd done this year, but we'd set the bar very high this year. So it's fine. It'll be all right. Leopold is just in a football goal, which is beautiful stuff. What do I think about the VAR calls in the World Cup? Someone asked me that earlier. I don't really have an opinion on them. It's just VAR, isn't it? VAR's got a VAR. They've all been correct. Because that's what VAR is. It's infallible, always 100% correct. Here we go. We're going to score here. Oh, we are going to score here. Kel Watts with his first goal of the season. A rare start for Diego. I mean, this is probably our future front three. Diego, Michael and Endrick. If we can keep those three wonder kids, all of them currently under 21, that could be a Champions League winning front three that's on the pitch right now, if they all develop. Don't be so casual there, please and thank you. Skip can play in that position if need be. Come on, Endrick. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, my word. He's not even that quick. So it does have an impact. Less significant than playing time and actual talent to begin with. And that's really annoying. He's got to be offside there, surely. Why is nobody fingering anybody here? Here we go. Here comes the late winner. Ricky J. Jones to Diego! His first ever goal for the club. Oh, today is Diego's coming of age game. He got the assist from the corner. Newcastle are owned by oil money. They might want him only for the name. And I would like to think, if that's what happened, Eddie Howe resigns. Pulls a jack over it. And it's like, no, I absolutely don't want him. No, thank you. May I refer you to the league table? Oh, I was supposed to put the reserves out for this second leg. Oh, well, we'll just absolutely ruin him. Endrick can push on and get Europa League top scorer. I mean, they can't fit all of them in, though. If they've got Ronaldo, get Ronaldo as well. They've already got Messi, Neymar and Mbappe. Come on, let's have another goal, please. We can't draw against this shower. We've thumped them away from home twice. Endrick, come on then. What a man. I mean, that's a very winnable tournament. The two La Liga clubs are going to cancel each other out. Udinese and Gladbach, neither of them are as good as us. They're going to cancel each other out. Spurs. Leipzig are a potential problem. I guess they're the big problem that need dealing with. Atalanta, maybe. I don't know how good they are now. Mid-table Serie A, I don't think we need to worry about them. Nice little non-league fixture as well in there, Rangers versus Aberdeen. Let's beat AZ Alkmaar. And while we're doing it, I think it's time for me to stand up for a little bit because the old bum cheeks are getting a little numb, boys and girls. We're going up. Up we go. My local team just conceded in the Pizza Cup. You're 9 months in. There should be players starting to appear by now then. Have you checked you've actually got some scouts so that they're any good? Endrick scored a goal, by the way. Come on, look, I can do this now. Shoulder's recovering. By the time the tie gets here, I'll have done at least 3 and be partway through the 4th, probably. So am I actually going to wear a tie if I buy one now? That's a poor goal to concede. 15 years, 20 years. Yeah, I can tell you for now, I won't be there 15, 20 years. And I stopped shivering for a few hours. But then the heat ends up getting in here anyway, even though the radiator's off. I have to open the window and have the fan on. Come on, Endrick. Oh, this is the vlog today. Christmas has started. Absolutely, it has. Oh, Endrick's goal has been disallowed. Boo and hiss. We have made that difficult for ourselves. After saying we're going to go and win this tournament, we have now made a meal of that. A meal that did not need to be made. Hand deliver. I don't know where he lives. I'm not just going to turn up at the stadium. I think I'm mental if I do that. I want them to take me seriously. Endrick has not noticed the facilities yet. No, he also doesn't have a new contract yet. But importantly, we also haven't sold him yet. So we've got him to the end of the season. But we might be getting knocked out of the Europa League here. AZ Alkmaar are a problem. Once again, and I've said this every time I've ever seen Mason Mount play a game of football, I'm not really sure what he's for. So I would probably bring Foden in for Mount. But otherwise, assuming everybody's fully fit, leave it as is. If there's any doubts over Harry Kane's fitness, I'm not against resting him. It's only America. It's not much point in changing a team that's won so comfortably. I mean, the point is, we played on Monday, we're playing again on Friday, we're playing again on Tuesday. So you rotate the squad. You've got a 26-man squad. Oh, France scored. Who got this one? Yeah, the really crazy thing would be to play an unchanged team in all the group games. So you can rotate a bit. And then you can play the reserves against Wales and let Wales come through in second place. Is it Mbappe who scored at the first one towards his golden boot? We've just conceded again. It's 3-3 now. What is happening here? How are we finding it so difficult to get past a Dutch team? I don't understand. Oh, we've got a big overlap here. If we can find him, Bellingham finds Patrick. Can he drill it across to Liam Delap? Of course he can. It's a 94th minute winner. Liam Delap has come from nowhere in the second half of this season to become the new Micah Beerith. Oh, wonderful stuff. Yeah, I'll tell you the French story again from my hot tub. When I do the hot tub stream, if we get to 1,000 subs in the next 2 weeks, is it? Is it 2 weeks I'm on holiday? So what, this week, next week, week after that, I'm on holiday. So that's how long we've got to get to 1,000 subs. If you want a hot tub stream while I'm away, when will Endrick get knighted? In 863 days, if he's not been capped for Brazil yet. I hope Andre Villas-Boas, sorry, Sir Andre Villas-Boas, I hope he's keeping an eye on this situation. This is alarming. Club form merits international call-up. Nah. Don't worry about that. Let's have him for England. He becomes homegrown at club this summer as well. How very exciting. Can we withdraw him from the squad? We can! Should I? Or is that just going to upset him and stop him signing a new contract? What's the play here? We could withdraw him. Dewey's still only in the under-21s for France. I'll put him on 45 minutes. I'm not going to withdraw him. I'm not that much of a monster. Right, come on, chaps. We've got to beat this lot. We've got to beat everybody. Who's Endrick wanted by? Everybody. The only one that matters at the moment is Chelsea because they're the only one that's in the Champions League. Endrick's very good. Oh, that one's offside. Oh, my word. You giving it, ref? Come on, give it. Oh, Endrick! Come on then. Beautiful stuff. I will hydrate. Right, we are 7 points behind Wolves now. The guy who played Reacher. As long as you mean the second time round. Not having Tom Cruise play me. But yeah, the guy who played Reacher in the Amazon series would be perfect. He would be very much fitting in. He'd have to grow a beard, obviously. I think if you drew a beard on him, for anyone who didn't watch Jack Reacher on Amazon, the guy we're talking about, well, I mean, this guy, I think he's spot on. Put a beard on him. He's like 6'4", like I am. Big, strong boy, like I am. I think that's spot on, whoever suggested that. That's the one. Beard on him. Who plays Ben, Jack and Zealand? Danny DeVito plays all three of them. Why would they be in my movie? Who are we playing? Athletic Club Bilbao, who are 6th in La Liga. I mean, they're probably half decent, aren't they? Of all the matches we could have got, that's probably one of the trickier ones, although to be fair, they're all quite tricky now. Only Gladbach have got a good draw there. Everyone else has got quite a tough game, apart from Lazio as well. Plays Anna in the doorway. Has to be Anna for real. Yeah, exactly. Anna can play herself. Jason Momoa's got the beard. He's a bit less buff. Yeah, the problem with him is he's very hairy, isn't he? He's going to need a haircut. I wouldn't let myself get as hairy as he has. I'm sponsored by Manscaped. You can't have a hairy chap like him playing a Manscaped man. Right, come on, chaps. Who plays Editor Chris? Who's famous for standing in bags and smoking? What about Harvey from Suits? He has Kev Chris. He's too old. Far too old. Far too old. If we're giving away a penalty almost immediately, shh. Jason Statham is too bald. He's the reverse problem of Jason Momoa. I think your guy out of Reacher is the one. He's the obvious choice. Well, this isn't ideal. We said we were going to try and win this, and now we're losing to the fake borough from the league below. Yeah, I think we can rule out anybody called Jason because they're always they're problematic. No Jasons here. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot there. Oh, Chris Evans or Hemsworth. Hemsworth maybe. Evans is a bit too clean cut for playing a gritty role like Kev. Carl Pilkinson can feature his Twitch chat. Carl Pilkinson can play Chris. That'd be perfect. He'll love that when he's editing this. Oh, he's delighted now. He's sat there editing this in the middle of the night, laughing his socks off. He's having a lovely time. Oh, Job! Still think a young Ricky Tomlinson would be a great LOLLUJO. He wishes. He was old when he was 30. That man has always looked older than I will ever look. I won't have that at all. Just because he's got a beard and glasses. This is beard and glasses racism. I've been facing this for years. Just Ramesh Ranganathan. He can play me. People have been telling me he's my double for years. Let's get Ramesh in. We're getting knocked out of the FA Cup here, and I am furious about it. Diamond for the second half, methinks. See, the problem here is because Middlesbrough are top of the Championship, they're in that ridiculous form that you get in by being top of the Championship. Kevin James, stop naming fat men! I'm not a fat man! I'm big boned! This is relaxed muscle! How dare you? Did Robert Downey Jr. bring anything to the role? No, he's not got the range to play me. I'm too charismatic. Here we go. Look at that from Watts. Beautiful work. Oh, Ricky J. Jones. Don't be disallowing that, referee. It was a lovely header. Ref, we're allowing that. Ref, we're allowing that. He's listening. That's who he was listening to with his little ear situation. It's lovely work from Cal Watts. And a lovely header from Mr. Ricky Jade Jones. Middlesbrough have absolutely mugged us. We have been the better team by a gazillion miles. Come on, Liam. Ricky! He took one too many touches. Why? Why did he take the extra touch? Well, I told you we didn't want to win the FA Cup. Winning the FA Cup's for losers anyway. We're focusing on the league and on the Europa League. We've won NXT, Next Gen again. Oh my word. We've got the top 3 on Next Gen. That is, that'll do, won't it? Yes, we're tweeting this. The second lot got knighthoods as well. There was only like 3 of them who got fresh knighthoods. Virgil van Dijk's been sent off for mugging Liam Delap there. Quite right too. React to things on Reddit. I don't use Reddit. I look like I use Reddit. YouTube videos. I don't watch YouTube videos anyone else would find interesting. Kev hates the vlog channel, confirmed. I don't hate it. It's just finished. The vlog finished several years ago. The channel obviously still exists, but it's finished, isn't it? It might come back one day, but at the moment, it's finished. Just came to the stream because I saw your tweet on the next stream thing. I'm curious, what type of scouting do I use in this year's game? I literally just leave it to do it automatically. Yeah, I don't really do very much at all. And then at the end of the year, I just look at my scouted players list. So, Europa League now. Oh, the games come so fast, don't they? I want to look at the league table. Because even with beating Liverpool, we're still a way away from... Actually, oh, hold on. That's Conference League, isn't it? Not Champions League. So Wolves, because they won the Moose Cup, are in the Conference League, which does mess things up a little bit for league qualification. So if we catch Wolves, it still won't be enough, potentially. So we now need to catch Newcastle and get top 6. So we're 5 points behind Newcastle with 9 games to go. If we can get into some good form, we'll be fine. Here we go. We're going to take the lead here. Cal Watts, he scored for Posh in real life today. And now he's scored for Posh in the more important imaginary Football Manager universe where we could win the Europa League and get into the Champions League. Boom. Let's not have a repeat of the last round where it was all a little bit too close for comfort. Let's get this lot beaten in the first leg. Would I let FM have the license? Absolutely not. Right, this is a good first leg, everybody. We've set ourselves up nicely. Just lock him up somewhere in Peterborough. Just bring him out on match day. Stop getting better all the time. It's very problematic. As soon as we see Barcelona or Real Madrid or Paris Saint-Germain appear on there, we are done. We've got to tie him down to a new deal before then. March, I think. Oh, no. Caprile! It's a penalty. I don't know who gave it away. Is Ronnie Edwards getting sent off here? Oh, no. With 12 minutes to go, we are down to 10 men and we've given away a penalty. Come on, justify that £20 million. They've missed it. Oh, my word. They have missed it, boys and girls. Just don't balls it up from here, lads. Come on. We're going to put that down as a save from Caprile. Give him a good old pat on the head. That was a massive miss. He missed by a mile. Oh, now they're going to score from the same highlight. Oh. Am I still playing to the flanks? No idea. We don't fiddle with that kind of stuff. We don't need to mess around with the buttons. If in doubt, sit on your hands, push no buttons. Yeah, exactly. I'm not Zealand. I'm good at Football Manager. I don't need the buttons. Oh! Come on, Liam. You've made yourself a hero in this tournament already this season. Go defensive. Do I look Spanish to you? We're going to stay positive because we are positive. Right, come on, Micah. Here we go. Here's the goal. Here's the goal. I can taste it. It's right there. Come on, boys. This is why you don't go defensive. Come on! That's why you don't go defensive, you bunch of cowards. Keep attacking. Keep the faith. Wonderful stuff. 3-1 on aggregate as we enter the 90th minute. That'll do. We're in the semi-final of the Europa League. I have no idea who else has made it through because I was so focused on our match. So it's Leipzig, us, Lazio, Spurs. I hope we get Leipzig in the semi because... Oh, we've got Spurs. I was going to say Spurs or Lazio would be a fun final. I guess getting past Spurs to get to the final and then Lazio in the final would be super fun. But we've basically got a bye to the final. That is awesome. That is a tough run of games, apart from Spurs easying it up in there. Whew. Well, that is our route to the Champions League. Beat Spurs and then beat Leipzig. Easy.